You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation.
Go on and
What up, what up, what up? What up, though? Happy Monday. What? We got Mr. No Shirt. What happened? Come back in. Anyway. Hey.
By accident. What up, though? It's Monday.
I think it was your nipples.
Oh no. I was just looking at something. I was like, I saw a chat. And I was like, oh, let me see what you talking about. I've never done it this way off my tablet, so this is a brand new one for me.
Okay. Hey.
So what up, though?
Look, they see our ugly faces, so you know what that must mean.
Shit.
It's Monday. Real talk. 5:30. What's happening?
Nobody is bothering nobody. Nobody is at the beach today. This is not a fake background. I'm literally at the beach, y'all. I don't know if I'm literally at the beach. I had to get out. My son is burying himself. Okay.
So jealous.
What you jealous for? How was your buddy's happy Monday, though? What up, though?
It's Monday AF. You see my uniform? You see my uniform? You know what that means.
You got work tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. I'm sorry, but I don't feel bad because I'm going back to work tomorrow. So back to I ain't pressed about it. I need another fucking vacation. I need another 2 weeks, yo.
Oh, I can take that. I
feel like I've been everywhere, but I ain't go nowhere. You ever feel like that?
How long you been on vacation?
10 days.
What?
10 days, longer, 10, 11 days, shit like that, 10, 11 days. But like I said, I've been everywhere, but I ain't been nowhere.
No, it'd be like that. You know what? I didn't take that many days, and I should have. I really should have took 2 weeks when I took it, but I didn't. Only because there's a new arrangement going on at my job. So I was trying to be respectful, trying to be a good freaking employee. But at the end of the day, you should always look out for yourself, because motherfuckers don't care about you.
And that's what I was going to tell you. I was like, you don't worry about yourself. Do what you want to do, man. They'll be all right. They'll figure it out. Shit.
So many facts.
That's my mindset from this point moving on. They'll figure it out. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live, man. You know what I mean? Yo, today is tomorrow's promise. What y'all live?
No, those are facts. Let me hit you with a bell with that one.
Oh man, thank you, because I ain't got no bell today. I ain't got no bell.
I got bells for both of us. How about that?
Oh my gosh, so what's going on, Kiki? What's happening though, man?
I gotta tell you something. I went to the movies yesterday, right?
Okay, I want to talk about it. I went to the movies too. Let's talk about it. What you go see, girl?
F9.
Oh my God! Unrealistic.
Did you see it?
Yes, I went Saturday afternoon to go see it, right? That shit was like the most unrealistic bullshit ever. They put a Pontiac Fiero in outer space. Come on. Really? These niggas had on fucking old time scuba diving.
Outfits. When I saw the scuba diving outfits, I was like,
Y'all reaching right now. These niggas are going up in outer space talking about, hey, how you doing?
Out of all the unrealistic shit. There was
a lot of shit in that movie that was unrealistic. Some motorcycle riding.
You get shot at.
She's riding through the fucking forest, no helmet, no glasses on. It's all good. Landmines exploding everywhere, but she riding through that. Nigga, stop it.
When she pulled up on the joint, I thought, oh, she tripping like bitch shoes. When what's the name, had a tank and you had a bike, like I thought that was unequal.
What the fuck, man?
But I don't want to do too many spoilers. Some people didn't see it. But one thing I want to say that stands out for me that was the most, this probably is going to sum up the whole thing for me. Cardi B was so unnecessary. We didn't need you in this movie.
Nah, you was just there to be there, just you know what I mean? Like, Cardi, go sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, sure, like, nah. What we ain't gonna do is, I'm not gonna ruin it for y'all. Go see it for yourselves. But if you see the first word out of your mouth when you walk out of that joint, it's like unrealistic.
No,
This
the
some
first words out
bullshit.
your mouth is "fuck out of here." I think I said that so many times
Yo,
yesterday.
I said it a couple times in the movie theater. Dude, what the fuck? Fuck out of here with that. No, no. You know what I mean? So that's why my name is Mr. Nobody. Oh, yeah, I can't ruin it for him. My name is Mr. Nobody.
You see my name today?
Well, I see Elizabeth's name. She
Why
over
is
here
that name?
talking
Oh, oh,
bullshit.
oh, oh.
Liz is talking bullshit because I'm out here getting a tan. Don't hate me. I've been living my best life. I've been winning and I'm tanning. So what?
My name today is Mean Persuader. That's my
So,
name.
so here's what I'm gonna say. Y'all need to understand. In the wintertime, I get down with the light skinned brother. But in the summertime, I'm a brown skinned, dark skinned dude. So don't get it fucked up now. I ain't doing that life.
I'm guilty of that also. Myrtle Beach showed me that I had to change up all of my makeup, had to change up everything. Like I'm black.
Big.
I'm Southern.
The sun is doing that. The sun is loving us, man. The sun is
I
loving
love
us.
it, and I love it because look, you got to get your vitamin D somewhere.
You know what I mean? Really? Really? You know what I mean? Ladies, what other vitamin D you get?
Just saying, that's all I'm getting. That's the
Yep.
vitamin D I'm getting right now. So, hey Tone,
Yo.
what did you? Let's talk about this Chauvin sentencing real quick.
Yeah. So he got more time than I anticipated.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to get 30, 40 years like everybody did. I thought they was going to motherfucking slap on the wrist like they do everybody else, give them 5 to 10 years and call it a day. But they turned around and nailed his ass 22 and a half, 22 and a half years. Then, will he serve all that is a whole other question that you need to ask yourself. They only gave him that sentence to pacify everybody and keep everybody safe.
Well,
They didn't give him that to be like, you were wrong. Nah, if you would have gave this nigga any like 10, 15 years, motherfuckers would have lost their mind. Like Slim. How you feel about it?
they're gonna lose their mind anyway because I think he's eligible for something different in 14. So, but I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
All right.
I'm not one of those take what you can get type people, but sometimes I am, and I feel like sometime is better than no time, and that's the highest sentence I think somebody in blue has gotten behind a crime in a long time. So for real, I can't hate on it. I can't hate. Everybody wants, we want more, want more, want more. That it ain't the time for that yet. Like it ain't. It ain't, and unfortunately, we may never see a time. You gotta look at these people like who getting caught up from back in the day. That like we obviously saw you kill people, and people get away with it every day. So honestly, listen, you got to be careful about being fair because your people commit crimes too. You be wanting them to get off, you be wanting them to have whatever. Fair is just fucking fair. Just and fair ain't unfair. I mean, fair is unfair.
Well, I mean,
Does that make sense?
it does. So here's I got another question for you. So since he got served to that time, what do you think his counterparts that participated in that horrific crime? Do you think they're gonna walk? Do you think they're gonna get time? How do you feel about that?
They probably will get a slap on the wrist because we have let off the gas where that's concerned. We think we got the big fish, and don't nobody care no more.
Yeah.
Don't nobody care no more. But I believe that in all fairness, they probably should get half of what he got.
I think they all should be punished equally. You know what I mean? And I don't think people will forget you got the main person, but there were other people that contributed to that man's death. So I think the other people should be held accountable for their actions just as well. Now, will it be like it was for him? I doubt it. You know, I seriously doubt it. But I still think that they should be held accountable for their actions and take their funky asses to jail. Deal with it.
boys.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Hey, White Heat, what you think today? What's your opinion on this today, White Heat? Carlos Blanco.
Mr. Blanco.
I feel he got what he deserved. I'm glad it's over. It's not a slap on the wrist like a lot of people were fearfully anticipating. I mean, it does set a precedence. 22 and a half years is a long time. So, I mean, and you may get early parole within half that time, but still, it's a long time. And as for his partners, yeah, I can see him getting at least maybe 10 years out of it, depending on, I mean, everyone can sit there and say it's not enough, and it's like he should have gotten the 40 or whatever. It's like, look, you guys wouldn't be happy if it was just, I can understand if it was less than 10, I can understand not being happy. But 22 is a long ass time, and especially for his age, and understanding the facility maybe heading towards it's not like maximum security and all that stuff, but still, it's like he's going away for a long time.
One thing that you mentioned that is very important that we expound on is this. It's not enough, and I know no amount of time will ever be enough if you lose a family member. Like 50 or 100 years will never be enough for some people. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he got some time. You gotta somewhere somehow. That's a rack of time for an officer, a white man who killed a black man. In the history of all of that going on, people usually let that stuff slide. It usually works. So it will never be enough for some of us, and I respect that because somebody's life was lost. But in the interest of, like I said, breaking it down to somebody in blue being charged and getting convicted, I say that's all I say.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, I see there's a lot of girl power in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the girl power in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Women are showing out. You know what I mean? My sisters of color are showing out. I ain't mad at them. You know what I mean?
Showing out.
Now, everybody's on Oprah. She came out the hole and she got some afterburners on. Like the new age mojo. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's going to have to work on coming out that hole. She came out that hole a little slow. If you look at it, she came out that hole a little slow, but then the afterburners, her top and feet is ridiculous. I wish them all luck over there in Tokyo.
Me too. Serena said, "Nah, no, thank you this time. I'm gonna sit this one out."
You're gonna sit? Yeah, I saw that. What do you think that's all about? Why she's sitting it out? You think
her confidence is low. Her confidence low, bruh. Her confidence low. She know her time is drawing near. She know if it's not already here. She know it.
I think
girls gonna burn that ass up. Like for real, a lot of times you just gotta respectfully. You gotta bow out. That's hard. That's hard.
I think that's what it is. It's being respectfully time to bow out, and I think that's what it is. And I think she's at a point now. I've just been blocked on Facebook. Fuck out of here, son. I was just saying, Facebook just blocked me and shit. Fuck out of here. Okay, that's But I mean, that's what it is. I think it's time for Serena. I think it's also time for LeBron to start looking at
Shut up! Shut up!
You want to step out. You want to step out on the top of your game, right?
You want to?
Is that what you know what I mean? Krista, you may be right, but it's time. It gets time when we're not invincible, man. You can't beat all the time. Sometimes it's to be like, okay, I didn't have my run. I did what I need to do. Let me step off and let these youngins have it. You know what I mean? And sit back and watch them.
Well, here's the thing. Serena hasn't, when she made the announcement to bow out, she didn't really give an actual statement of why she's bowing out. She said she'll save it for another time. But I do agree the fact that she's coming. By the time the Olympics do show up, it'll be setting up for the U.S. Open, and and then she'd rather do that.
Right.
And then in addition, she's kind of still giving support to Naomi and her situation. So I understand. I mean, and honestly, I feel like and right now Serena's main quest is to get that 24th Grand Slam title. So I mean, getting another gold medal is kind of like, all right, I already had a couple. I don't need any more. So let's get it. Let someone else have it. So.
You gotta choose your battles at this point. You gotta kind of choose what you want to give your energies to. Like, just like you said, it makes sense. You gotta kind of choose it. Mm-hmm. And I think if you go there and flop,
tell my girl Liz, be quiet. Haitian is not on the map. Girl, you're not on the map. Haiti, you're not on the map. We're not even talking about Haiti right now. Hush your mouth, Liz. Because Liz been talking smack in the comments and things I haven't seen it. I've been reading these comments. I ain't no damn Mexican. You know what I mean? I told you in the motherfucking summertime, I'm brown skin. I'm a dark skin brother. I'm one of them. I'm only mulatto in the wintertime. In the wintertime, I'm mulatto. In the summertime, I'm dark skin. Get it right. I can do. You know what I mean? Watch these other life skins. They can't do what I do in the summertime. When the summertime comes, they still stay light. I get dark. There's a difference.
I could give you South Carolina. I can give you the Bayou. I could give you the Gulf Coast if you need me to.
Shit.
Don't test my gangster. I'll be crunchy, crotchety black out this joint.
Shit, you can see I'm getting dark, and that's what I plan on doing all summer. This whole summer, I plan on living at the beach. Every day off, I am trying to be at a beach somewhere chill, by a body of water, doing absolutely nothing.
The Serena and them need to be like a drug dealer. Get out while they on top.
I think, and Kiki, I agree with you. That I think a lot of these high profile athletes, it gets to a certain time where you just like, you know what? It's time. I've been on top of my game for decades, right?
Decades.
It's time. You know what I mean?
You gotta think. You started out when you was a kid.
I don't have to I don't have to work for the rest of my life. My kids don't have to work. My kids may not have to work for the rest of their life because I set shit up right.
But it's not about that. It's about relevancy for them. I mean, I'm not speaking for everybody because I just know some people.
I get what you're saying. I get where you're going with that.
Yeah, there's some people who I know are in their 80s and 90s that are still working because they need to be relevant somewhere. Like once you did all that and you sit home, you become what? Especially when you're used to being thus. Like, what do you become then? And it's to us who have to work every day, all that stuff, we set it up. Like, bro, I would love to just set myself up where I could just chill and I can retire at a decent age and I can just not, you know what I'm saying? But then there's some people who are used to the fame. They need to have, look at what's his name? The wrestler. I'm not the wrestler. Yeah, the wrestler. I forget his name.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Ric Flair will not let it die, bruh.
No, he won't.
He would
well,
not.
In a way, he's kind of forced. So as long as he's not in a ring, I mean, he's doing manager role stuff, and his daughter has been, pretty much doing the wrestling of lately. But yeah, he's not been. He hasn't wrestled in like about 7 years now.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting old, but he's still got that. He's still gonna have that. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, that's his signature. I mean, that's his thing. But in all honesty, no one wants to see him wrestle again.
No.
I wouldn't pay to see him wrestle at this point in time. I wouldn't pay to see him wrestle at all. Come on, bro. Like, yo, let that shit go. Let that shit go. That shit is.
Y'all can name many of things that we've seen lately that fall under the umbrella of trying to stay relevant. Mike Tyson, fucking Money Team, like all them fights that we saw in those, whatever, bro. Nobody wants to see it no more. Like for real. I think that Mike Tyson should have left well enough alone. I even think, honestly, Michael Jordan, I was kind of pissed off when he came back again, like, and then kind of fake flop. Like, I just think, you great.
They need to know when to let it go and leave it alone.
And be an influence. And you know what? Because nobody want to be an old head. For real, none of us want to be an old head.
So Pee Wee says What about the trans person that is competing in the weightlifting competition at the next Olympics? Is it a trans? I mean, I'm trying to understand. Is it a trans woman? Is it a trans man?
Yeah, it's a trans man.
It's a man.
So woman to man.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking.
I believe that's what I believe. It's I believe it's a trans woman.
If
Yeah.
it is, I mean, it's just weightlifting. It's weightlifting. You know what I mean? It's not, for me, I don't see it as a big deal because it's not like a real contact sport, or it's not a sport where it's like basketball or something of that magnitude. It's just weightlifting. So you wouldn't be tripping. You know what I mean? Knock yourself out.
I was gonna say I'm about to be real contradictory because it depends for me.
Look, PJ said it's man to woman.
Okay.
So a man is competing against a woman. Pause. Can't do that. You can't split.
Actually, again, to me, until there's a rule set, I have no problem with it.
I think that's you're still a man. You know what I mean?
But you just said if there's no contact, it's what it is.
But as a man, you're competing against weightlifting against women.
You still have to lift up the amount of weight that needs to be lifted. They're not like small balls like in WNBA. I mean, these are
whenever you see a strongman competition. So let me ask you: whenever you see a strongman competition, do you see women competing in the strongman competition?
Say again.
I mean, I think that's a little. You're reaching right there.
Let me say this. First of all, his question to you was, would you like to see a woman competing in a strong man competition? That's what he asked you, White Man.
I have no problem.
Okay. Second of all, I'm going to be contradictory. If there is some way, somehow, some scientific information that comes out that states that when you get these hormones and blah blah blah, that whatever your strength is as a man, it transfers over to women's strength. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't even if there's a thing, but if there is not that type of data out here where your strength advantage is highly over, I think that's unfair. I think it's unfair.
I agree
if it's not equal.
Mr. Coleman said a man competing against on other women. Let's argue the science of body produce. Our bodies produce different. Our bodies are definitely different. A man's body is set up. I don't think it's right.
If it's equal and y'all because there's some weak men out here. There's some men out here that I'm stronger than.
I'm not even gonna lie. There's some women I've seen some women that's stronger than men.
Yeah. You know so if it's equal and nobody has the advantage, I say go for it.
Okay. I got the Mexicanos over here.
Okay, Kristen said trans people period need their own class to compete in. She said what she said.
Yeah. Hey,
I won't be mad at that either.
Elizabeth said you have some male-looking women.
Hey, Krista, I wouldn't be mad at that either. Like honestly. However, any area of inclusion and the period of inclusion, if it's fair, it's fair. They want the world in the train. If a man and woman did the same exact training, the man will produce more muscle and strength than a woman, says PJ.
Okay, so I mean, we understand that, but then again, he's taking hormones, pheromones and stuff like that. So again, he's more woman than man. So again, things change. Body chemistry changes in this aspect, and I know you guys will be doing a show soon probably speaking on that. If I'm correct, if I'm correct to say that.
If like I was saying, if they have data to prove that there's not an advantage from a man who is now a woman, if your stuff if it's equal to mine, by all means. But if you have an advantage, I don't want you nowhere near this. That's just it for me. He said, "Show me the study that his body needs the advantage." Tavio says it looks like dumbing down a man's body. That's your music, Tom?
Huh?
That's your music?
No, that ain't my music. It's some disrespectful motherfuckers over here. People that turn their shit up, man. Disrespectful motherfuckers, man.
Oh, I guess they heard you. So, easy, Tone. Easy, bro. So, Tone, we had a conversation. We're going to switch tune a little bit. We had a conversation talking about etiquette, right?
Okay.
At a funeral.
We did. Because I got to talk about that because I want to rehab that conversation about etiquette at a wedding. Etiquette at a wedding, but let's talk about the etiquette at the funeral. What's up, Kiki?
You recently said you were at a funeral and a lot of stuff that you saw was eye gouging.
So are we not teaching our kids and our family members how to act at a wedding? It's like certain shit you just don't do. When did it become cool to start taking pictures of a body in a corpse? The corpse.
Wait, what?
Yes, people are taking pictures with the dead person in the casket.
I got one better for y'all. So the funeral I was just at, somebody damn near got in the coffin to take a fucking selfie with the person.
Oh, I heard that.
I thought the casket was gonna fucking fall, but he got in there to hug the dude, hug my brother-in-law and everything to take a selfie with this nigga. What? Can somebody explain that to me? Because like certain shit you just don't. I thought I was trained when you go to it's about having respect for the dead. You know what I mean? It couldn't be my way. My grandma would whoop my ass if I came in with my pants hanging off my ass. You know what I mean? Just looking a hot fucking mess and talking disrespectfully. You know what I mean? Like my mouth is fucked up. It's raw. I take some fucking shit. I'm not looking at it. Right now, man.
I'm trying to understand, like, all the rules are just offset. Everything that makes everything that we were taught, people are erasing. Everything that we were brought up doing, that man, that shit uncouth. It's uncouth to go to a funeral and sit in front of the casket with your cell phone. It's uncouth.
Well,
they give you the time prior to like at the wake or whatever. They give you like during the viewing if you want to do that type of shit. But don't be taking a picture of my mama.
So here's what happened. So I guess it was my brother-in-law's best friend, but at the time, they came in like a fucking herd. Like, nigga, there was no real order. Like, there's no order. And everybody, so they talking to my sister. I'm sitting there, I see the motherfucker damn near get in the casket to take a selfie. Me and my wife, I had to grab my wife because she was ready to cuss their ass out. I'm like, what the fuck? My sister forewarned me that, these are nigga niggas. And I was like, wait a minute. She was like, these are nigga niggas, bro. So you have to be ready. So the shit I saw was some nigga shit. It wasn't like, come on, man. Where do you have to respect that? So let me ask y'all a question. When y'all get to a graveyard, right, a cemetery, how do you walk across? Do you walk over? Do you step on people's graves? Or do you walk around? How do you do that?
I usually walk that little trail, that dirt road. That's why I always bring slippers or my little Crocs, right? To walk the little dirt road to the place that they have it. I don't walk on people's graves.
Well,
I know it's grass. I know people are not there, but it's symbolism for me.
And that's what I feel the same way. And I was watching people just walk on people's graves, not give a fuck. It was so bad. Somebody sat on the headstone while the shit was.
That's
like, when is this shit okay? Like, nigga, like, come on. The shit I saw at this last funeral, I've never seen it ever in my life. Ever. Just the way that people acted. The pastor trying to get a eulogy, I called him Pastor Underman. This nigga didn't know what he was talking about for the first 10 minutes. He was just babbling. And I'm like, looking at him like, what the fuck is this? Boy. I looked at my sister. I said, I love you, boo. But she's like, I know. It was some fucked up shit. Yes.
And that's the last memory. That's the last memory. Look, Liz said that Henny in the casket, blunts and panties.
Like, come on, what we doing? You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? I'm not gonna waste a good bottle of Hennessy putting it in the casket with my man to die. I'm not gonna disrespect his family like that. Come on, like and panties. Are we teaching our kids? Like, okay, so let's talk about etiquette at a wedding. You know what I mean? From my understanding, is you're not supposed to upstage the bride, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But it shouldn't be certain things like, yo. And I'm not body shaming nobody. Let me get this straight. I'm not body shaming. Love your body for the way the fuck it is. Do what you want to do, but dress accordingly. Like this bitch had on a spandex dress, right? But her stomach was like fucked up. You know, she didn't have a bra on because her titties was resting on her stomach. It was fucked up. You know what I mean? It didn't look right. There's certain shit that went down. I just was like, you know what? I need a break from my black people for just a little while. I can't do it.
You know what, Sean? You're talking about events. I did a live one time, and I was asking about church because people have gone off the rails with church. In my opinion, I was raised that you don't step in the sanctuary with your jeans on, with your tennis shoes on, with your this and that. Women are supposed to wear this and men are supposed to wear that. People keep coming at you with the come as you are thing. And I'm like, get the F out of here because let me be throwing an event. That's upscale. That is this and that. That is all white. You will go to the mall and break the bank to make sure you show up looking like, yeah. You can't come to church. All that stuff to me is it's foul to me. It's foul. It's foul.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I came from an old school type thing where, when you went to certain events, you dressed a certain way. You dressed proper in a certain way. It's just a sign of respect. Like if I went to church, you know what I mean? Like, nah. You know what I mean? Like I get how come out you are, but with your pants hanging off your ass.
No, if you have more, I think you should do more. If that's all you got, then by all means, the judgment does not rest on my shoulders. If that's all you have.
I am judging. I get it. But I am judging. Put a fucking belt on. Lift your fucking pants up. Put a belt on and be presentable, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And the sad part is, and here was the killer part. This wasn't a dude. It wasn't a boy. I understand. You see the little young dudes. This was somebody my age. It was a boy. It was a girl that was pretending to be a boy. Because when they was like, yo, that's his brother, I was like, no, that's his sister. And my wife, and so my sister was like, bro, don't do that. I was like, I'm doing that. And she's a female. I'm calling her a female. But tell her to pull her hands up. Like, nigga, come on. We have to do better. If we want people to look at us better and treat us better, then we need to start acting better, man. And start acting accordingly, man. Because, you know what I mean? You can't ask for respect and still walk around with your pants hanging off your ass doing some ignorant nigga shit, man. Come on, man.
No, we don't want it because we don't think that we need people's respect. And I'm saying we because I see people walk around here. I see how they don't give a F. And I think that a lot of people feel like I don't need your respect. I'm gonna do me. And we're very self-centered. We're very self-centered people. We think only about ourselves. You don't think about who has to look at you or who has to like the event thing. I'm stuck on the church thing and I'm stuck on the wedding and I'm stuck on the funeral. Stuck on all that. I don't think that you should it's just bro, they don't care. And why don't we care?
Because it's all for the gram.
You look ridiculous.
But pretty much it's the whole wedding thing. It's all about creating content for something that doesn't need to be created for. It's all about being seen, and it's not about the person that you're supposed to be respecting for. It's about the individual who's doing the content. It's like, I got this picture of my man who just got buried. So if you see that picture, who's the more important person? The person who's being buried or the person who's who's in front of him, doing the signs and all that stuff. That's what you got to think about. In the wedding thing, it's that's a whole nother issue depending on the individual who's creating more of a ruckus than the bride and groom that's supposed to be reciting their vows, and you're supposed to be there just to observe, to be an audience of. That's what you're supposed to be. And in this day and age, it's all about content. It's like, hey, I'm at this wedding. Check me out. Look at my dress. Look, I'm hanging out with the bride and groom. Blah blah blah. That's all it was about. It's about content for themselves. It's not about anything else.
How do we change that, or are we SOL? How do we change that?
Well, let's say this. When it comes to wedding's supposed to be festive. That I don't mind. That's something to be overtly festive. It's supposed to be fun and all that stuff and energetic. That's fine. Funerals, that's a whole nother story. That's something to where I feel like, look, with my dad's funeral, the only people I had allowed to record was the service itself, the venue itself, because at the time it was COVID time, and wanted to see how my family could see other people who weren't able to show up to see it. Mm-hmm. So, but they know full well, it's like, look, taking a picture of a dead person is not cool at all. It just doesn't make sense. So,
hey, Mr. Blanco, did you guys have to put up or send out a message that says, please do not record and/or take pictures?
No. I mean, they
shouldn't have to do that.
But understandably, the place I was in is like they, the request of having it recorded and streamed to other people to be seen. That I agree to. Now, as for people coming in, look, my family is the people that I invited in was mainly my family members anyway. They understand the rules. They know what's going on. But when you, like Tone said, if you get those niggers who want to nig, yeah, that's let's go be honest. You kick those fools out. He's like, look, here's your complimentary Hennessy and walk the fuck out. That's it.
I'm going to use that. You know that, right?
That's fine.
Hey, Tone, we gotta hashtag that, bruh.
Huh?
You got a hashtag. You hear what he said?
What did he say? I was talking to my son. What did he say?
The niggas that want to nig.
Niggas that want to nig. God damn, that's some new shit right there. But you have niggas that want to nig. Like, I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do with our people, yo. What we gonna do with our people, man? Look. But what I mean? That was my thing. Like I was at my boy, congratulations to my boy Colossus. He got married this weekend. I was at a beautiful wedding.
Congratulations.
I was a beautiful wedding. And you know what? The bride looked amazing. You know what I mean? He looked amazing. You know what I mean? He had the men dressed up. I know they was hot, but they was dressed up. You know what I mean? Classic thing. He did the classic thing though. He got married on the Redskins training facility. That was hot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I thought that was hot. Yeah, so don't change your face, Kiki. Don't change your face. That was hot. You know what I mean? I thought it was good. But, some things you just don't do. You know what I mean? Some things you just don't just don't do. You don't do it.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what I'm in the habit of doing these days. I'm in the habit of researching stuff that just trying to find like the basis or the beginning of stuff and the why, right? And I feel like a lot of times, hey T Colossus, congratulations. I feel like the reason why people was wearing black is so that you just blend in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just don't need to stand out. The same thing with uniforms and kids at school, right? You're all wearing the same shit, then we can all concentrate on the next thing, which is work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to have one of those things where there's a diva or a superstar or an I in a team, and then all the concentration is off of whatever we're here for. To me, blend in at a funeral. Relax.
Yeah.
At a wedding.
Relax. I mean, certain things that you need to relax and pause and be easy with. I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, if you go to these functions or you go to a wedding, you don't get shitty drunk. Like, who does that? Nigga, listen, people. You have to remember, you go to these functions, people, family is there. Like, yo, the groom and the bride, the family was there. You don't act up, you don't get real angry. I mean, come on now. Funeral, the same thing. Funeral.
They said the white man just say the N-word.
Yeah, white man did say the N-word. We give him a pass on the show, though.
We need a diversity class for white men.
Hey, I'm just saying, look, y'all going in on white man. Leave white man. Y'all today. Y'all today.
White man. They said they calling HR on you.
They gonna call HR. They're diversifying. They saying it's okay for you to say drop the N-bomb now. You know? Just saying.
Everybody, look at the comments, yo. Everybody.
The comments going in on white man because white man dropped the N-bomb. You know what I mean? White man dropped the N-bomb. Everybody losing their mind right now. Goddamn white man. They trying to get you fired, bro. Saying that N-bomb.
Hey.
Dead sad, nigga. Look, man,
Black Twitter not standing for this.
Really?
Oh shoot, listen, I'm shocked. It's not okay.
Black Twitter is not standing for this. God damn.
Niggas gonna dig though.
Niggas gonna dig though. Niggas gonna dig though. God damn it. That is the phrase for today, y'all. When you out somewhere, just know and say, niggas gonna dig. You'll think of white man when he says that shit, man. Oh, Lord. Okay. Tommy, there goes the rating.
Speaking of ratings, Aaron Green is in here.
Aaron Green is back. For all y'all that don't know, I'd like to have Aaron Green on the show. I need to talk to Aaron and to have Aaron Green on the show. Y'all would tune in for that shit because that will be the most hilarious shit you ever saw. If you think what I say is bad, you need to have Aaron on there. Because Aaron will body shame you in your face and have you laughing at what he said about your body. You know what I mean?
When Aaron is in town, we have to have Aaron come to the show. Like, we have to have him live. Like, you cannot experience him on a podcast. You have to experience him live. And
so
let him just go. Let him go.
This is our last week doing a show remotely. From this point on, we'll be back in the studio all the time. You know what I mean? But I learned some things. If we have a guest and they don't feel comfortable, they can be remote while we're in the studio and still do the damn thing. It's gonna work out like that. Some hot shit.
Oh.
So, stay tuned. You can, you know what I mean? We can have you. You could be in California or wherever the fuck you want to be. And while we do on the show, we can have you on there remotely with us. I'm gonna work something out. Because Aaron Green on the show. I would like to see if Aaron Green is available August 9th when we have Joey in the studio.
Oh my God!
Completely epic. Aaron Green, I'm reaching out to your fucking management team and see if we can arrange that to happen on August 9th. And then we can go and we can see how that's work.
So he don't call me a hog. I gotta lose about 10 pounds before I see him.
Well, you know, he's still gonna call people hogs. You know, you have to understand Aaron Green. If his thoughts and opinions do not agree or line up with the show, that's it. His thoughts and opinions don't hold us accountable for what any one of them say. Him, Joey, anybody.
I'm gonna write that shit out, and we're gonna repeat this verbatim. You and I. Wait till I write that shit out. So we're gonna have to say it early.
Yes.
Where's the caveat?
So just being warned. Just being warned. That's just what it is. All right. So my family look like they're ready to pack up, y'all. You said with Aaron Green, there must be an aftermath. We can arrange that. Let's see if we can work that out. But I got to reach Aaron Green and talk to him first, see if we have him in, and we can fucking talk about it, man. Listen.
She said Aaron Green would be
I noticed something. I'm riding through these little. I've been riding through little country towns lately, right? Why do I still see Trump Pence signs up? Like serious. Like these motherfuckers all the time. They still haven't let it go. Like yo. I seen one sign in this person's yard. I couldn't get a picture, but he was like Trump 2024.
Where you at?
I saw that sign. I was in Virginia, but right now I'm in Maryland, and I saw some shit in Maryland too. I'm like, wow.
But hold on, PJ. Ty said, "Hey, Aaron will be the one to make real talk uncensored censored." PJ said the whole show going to Facebook jail. We're going to get 22.5 years.
You know what? To be honest with y'all, I think that's a show that we could have and we could have some fun. You know what I mean? He's going to have questions. He's going to be talking about the penile implants that you need. Some of you niggas need. He's going to talk about all kinds of shit. He's going to talk about hogs. He's going to talk about a little bit about everybody. Shit.
I think he's going to ignite. He's going to ignite the old tone. I believe. I'm gonna have to take a lot of pain medicine that day.
It can happen. And you know the funny part about that, Kiki? It can happen. With Aaron Green, he could do that. But, you know, the old tone wants to come out and play every now and then. But the old tone came out and played Saturday night. I like, yo, so I was after the wedding, you know, we make it back to the hotel. We were sitting around drinking and shit. I looked at this one chick and I was like, I'm sorry. But your man is a bum. The whole time the nigga sitting behind me. I talked about this dude like a dog for like 10 minutes. I was like, his old ass couldn't get up and dance with you one song. That nigga just sat there like a bump on a log. That nigga was just sitting right there. I didn't give a fuck. I looked back and seen him, was like, hey, what up, bro? And continued on. Something wrong with me sometimes, y'all.
Well, what did his wife say? Because that's what it's about. What did she say?
It wasn't his wife. It was his girl. She was on some real sucker. It was just some sucker shit. I had to say. I noticed some shit, so I had to say it.
She said,
that's all I can say.
Look, she said it's gonna be picnic out front of the studio. Tavio said you will be doing the same 20 with old boy. Yeah, that day. Look, I gotta do some calisthenics that morning. I'm gonna have to take me some Viagra.
It is going to be some wild shit that day.
I'm taking Viagra that morning.
Listen, y'all, I'm gunning for Aaron Green. I'm telling you, I'm gunning for Aaron Green to be in the studio that day. That's important. I am gunning for Aaron Green to be in the studio that day. I think it will be all around epic. It will be it will be something.
Yeah, if anybody on here have Viagra and Cialis, sell it to me. I'm gonna need some male hormones that day. I'm gonna need some reinforcement on that day. I can't. White man. We're gonna have to put you in the sun for a few days. Just that day. Like this before then. We gotta properly prepare for this. It's gonna be something. I know you've seen a lot. Look, he said, Just saying. I'm gonna bring my trumpet pitch sign when I come in there that day too.
It's gonna be something. It'll be something. I'm just saying, y'all.
I'm bringing my Trump and Pence sign that day, Tom.
You're bringing your Trump Pence sign in that day. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just saying. I'm sorry, y'all, that I'm a little unprepared, but I'm like I said, I'm
gonna these days that we are virtual can be your off days.
Yeah, because next week we're back in the studio. So are we?
No, we not. We
I gotta rap with you anyway, Kiki, because we got to make sure the go-go thing is still a plus. I'm still with you.
Yeah.
No, we off next week, right? You said no show on that.
Oh no, we all off next week.
You guys will be back on the 13th.
13th.
Yeah, July 13th. So.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm a little Kiki like.
We said 15th. Wait a minute.
No, July 13th is when you guys. Well, let's see. We'll say the Monday.
It's July 12th, white man. It'll be the 12th. It'll be the 12th.
Sorry, yes, July 12th. My apologies.
Okay. We accept.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal. So after this week, we'll see y'all again on July 12th. Hopefully, we'll have something really special in store for you, and we can make some real good shit happen. You know.
Well, this is what I'm hoping. And I'm praying. Like, I don't know what the rest of 2021 is bringing, RIP radio wise. I don't know if we're,
I think we're back. I think at this point they can open everything back up. Everything is going to go back to normal. Fuck it. It's on. You know what I mean? They feel the numbers are down. It's on. There's going to be no restrictions on shit. Let's get back to regular life.
So they're gonna be doing the I guess white man be better to answer that. They're gonna be doing the Rippies again. Are we gonna pick that up?
Yeah, that'll be taking place. Trump is going to be the good one, ladies and gentlemen. Will be
Can't hold it.
some announcements. Actually, I believe they'll be made tonight at the happy hour at Twin Valley Distilleries tonight.
I know. I was mad. I
30
couldn't. I had
minutes.
to go to work. I was mad. I can't make that. I did see that. And they say all the drinks is gonna be on them. I was like, what?
So those
you
for
can't go,
all the Real Talk Uncensored fans who are in the Rockville area, you can stop by. If not, you can see us on the app that you're currently seeing right now. So
tell them where it's at, or you have the flyer or whatever.
Let me bring it up on my phone.
Wonderful. You hear that? That's a Rockville fan.
Windy as fuck out here, yo.
So it'll be at 1029 East Goody Drive in Rockville, Maryland. So you'll see the signage that says Twin Valley Distillery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a nice facility. It's they just recently renovated the building. Nice spaces. They have their bar, of course, but they have areas where you can play games, and of course there'll be the setup for where the broadcast will be. But pretty much they're planning to have live music and stuff like that. So hopefully one day you guys can go down there. And of course, I don't know if you had any of their drinks that I brought in from a while back, but they make some really good
we did it
and stuff like that. That's made in Montgomery County, Maryland. So hopefully maybe one day,
well,
you
make
guys.
it your business to get us some so we can have some in studio, white man.
We'll see. We'll see.
You hear
It's
me?
been a minute.
Make it your business. And I do want to tell all the Real Talk Uncensored family members and friends and supporters that until you see one of our in studio shows, you ain't seen shit. Like it looks nice.
You need to come into the studio and see for yourself and sit in with us.
Come in.
Yes, Miss Ty, you should come. So that you can send me to HR.
Yes, set him straight.
We're gonna get Ty out, so Ty gets Ty some sun. I'm gonna drag Ty with me, and so she can get some sun this year. Ty light skin. Ty yellow. We'll get her some sun. But seriously, yo, you know what I learned? I learned that I'm getting older and I can't do the shit I used to do. So I'm at my boy's wedding, right? And I'm drinking Hennessy, and I'm like, I'm gonna stay in my lane with the Hennessy. Somebody comes along and gives me a glass of tequila with a little pineapple juice in it.
You tried it.
And I started mixing the both of them. Yeah, that shit don't react the same. Like when I was 20, I could do that shit, wake up the next day and feel great. I woke up the following day and was just like, nigga, hey, I can't make it. My stomach was fucked up. I was just sick as shit. Learning I'm getting older, Kiki. I don't know what to do with myself.
But you know what's a definite wonderful sign is that it at least waited until the next day. Me, tonight. I ain't making it to the next day to feel terrible. It's tonight. I'm feeling the fuck terrible. Tonight.
Yo, I was lucky for that. I was lucky that it held off and said, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna let you feel fucked up. And I did, and I felt really fucking bad. And I was like, God damn, dog. I ain't gonna do that shit no more. But I'm starting to see now.
That's life's way of telling you to choose one lane, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? I guess as the older I get, I'm starting to have a new respect for older people because I'm getting to be middle aged myself, and I'm starting to have a new respect for this shit. Like I'm looking at things a lot different now. I got this young boy over here. This young boy is 14. He feels some type of way because he's taller than me, y'all. Look.
Yes, he is.
Look at that.
Jay.
Hey, Jay. Hey, that Negro. That Negro here. He needs some sun. Where Liz at? He needs some sun. My son likes it.
Very.
He is, though. I can't. I don't know. But I'm bullshitting today, y'all. I'm just, I got to go back to work tomorrow.
Well, I got to go tonight. So, and I watched the basketball game last night.
You did?
I did.
I haven't really been watching anything. I guess because I've been on my own. I was been on vacation mode. I ain't doing shit.
So I might have to commit to Suns in Atlanta. I might. It seems like I'm gonna have to.
You say that again?
Stop laughing at me, white man.
Say that again, Kiki. I didn't hear you.
I might have to.
Huh?
I ain't saying it again.
Come
I
on,
ain't
one
saying
more
it
time.
twice.
One
No.
more time for the people in the back that didn't hear you.
No. That's it. That's all. Just
Oh, that's
rewind it
fucked
and
up.
look at me.
You don't want to say it one more time.
White man, my insides is dying to die, young. I can't take this. You know that.
I mean, pretty much. Um, Look, this is not the series, or this is not the finals that you may be wanting or getting, but I'm liking the young stars. I'm liking this new upcoming NBA talent that needs to be shined. I'm tired of the LeBrons. I'm tired of the I feel Chris Paul, he deserves this opportunity. I mean, he has never been this far into the playoffs ever, and for him to finally get to be a game away, getting to the finals, I think is a huge accomplishment. But as for the younger talent on the East, I'm glad for it. I think this is what the NBA really needs. I'm done with legacy teams. The Lakers, for LeBron to go to LA was stupid. He did not need to go there. So,
Speaking of young,
as she waving her hair,
he is beautiful. I
Who?
usually am stuck on one or two type of people, right? That young, yes, I'm following him from Atlanta. I'm following him.
Oh, young, that young. Oh, that
Yes,
young. That light skinned dude, young.
yes, pretty hair. Just got a mean ass three.
So that's the only reason why you support Atlanta?
I mean, mind your business, for real.
No, you making it our business. We want to know.
Yeah, you brought it in here.
Talk about it now. Shit.
I'm being a whole chick right now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, Bron.
Uh-huh. Well, people, Tiggy, I'm hopping off here a little early today. Gotta back up and head back. You got the rest of this, boo?
I do. We only got 10 more minutes after this, so I gotta go. Me and white man gonna sit here and kick it for 10 minutes.
Yo, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all next week in the studio when I'm back to reality. I do have some questions coming for you, but I want to save my questions for the fucking studio.
Please do that. Get the fuck
Save all
out
my
of here.
questions for the studio. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next week.
Go be nobody somewhere else. So, white man.
Yes.
You got questions for Kiki today? You can. I'm answering all questions today because we only got 10 minutes. Yeah.
Within the first 10 minutes. Actually, the tragedy in Florida.
I meant to bring that up. Yes, that's on my list too. Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't find this out until I talked to my mom yesterday, because she mentioned the fact, oh, did you see the video of the building coming down in Florida? And I was like, no, I don't know about this. So as I was talking to her, I saw the video and it's like, oh, damn. And I was like, and the thing is like, a lot of the back history of that building proves the fact is like, management really didn't care about it. There's the story of a lot of the inspections that they allowed to pass, and the building's like, pretty much at least 40 plus years old, and there's like a sinkhole issue that they never addressed. And the video that I saw, another building's security camera caught how it came down. It looked like seeing the Eiffel, the Twin Towers coming down again. Yep. So it was kind of like, damn.
That's why there appears to be some question behind its fall. Like it seems to be some questions, but and I heard it the first day it happened, and honestly, I had wanted to speak on it, but I wanted to watch more because today is day 5, right? but they said that building had been having questionable structural issues since the 90s. And just like you said, with the passing of the inspection,
Mhm.
Krista just said that was damaged in 2018.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like maybe that was where a bunch of urban people lived or something. Is that what it was? I had to figure out the
No,
I
I
had
mean there's been like variations of families and nationalities live in that roof. So it's yeah, it's it's I mean it's a pretty much I wouldn't say it's like the offset of Miami. So, but I'm like I said when you got some shady developers allowing things like this to happen, I think that you got to question them. So you can't allow things to slide to the point where this type of situation happens. And I really think it's always been about hey, we got to get that rent check due, and full well there's got a lot of this problem of the infrastructure within your building to
hmm
cause this, and it was in the middle of the night too. I mean, you think about how scary that is for a lot of people, and hopefully they get to find the remaining 150 plus people.
Well, the light part the light part of my news day today was that there are spaces that still aren't that have enough cavity inside where some people possibly could have survived. And
Yeah.
I'm praying because it just that's tragic, just the people that they found already. They found somebody this morning. They found
Mhm.
somebody. But there are areas that they are hopeful about. So they was just asking people to not count them out. Like their efforts, the highest efforts that they're observing to try to save people. And I just want to send out my prayers to those family members surviving and or past. That it's just that they find some peace with this. That's horrible.
Yeah. So I saw one interview of one lady. She was looking for her aunt and uncle, and she still has faith that they're still there and able to get them and find them. So, but they say once they found it, they're fine, great. If not, she'll just wants to be at peace with it.
Krista said those who inspected that building need to be prosecuted. Facts. But there goes to show
Yeah.
um, why people of color normally feel very apprehensive when something happens too fast. Like if you look around your old neighborhood and 2 weeks later it's a whole new development, we're the last people to want to jump over there and go. We like, something ain't right. They went up too quick. And
Mm.
now they're rush building everything. They're rush
Well,
building homes. They're rush building developmental areas. They're rush building everything. Scary.
well, again, I think it's not. I want to say scary. I feel like I said, this building has been there for almost about 40 years. So, for having having these some of the inspections to be slide by, that to me is more concerning than a new building being quickly built within 3 months. So, I mean, mind you, in this day and age of us, having um, new buildings being made due to the fact of faster equipment and things of that nature, I have no problem with that. It's just you got to understand the foundation of everything. So until that is properly inspected, and then that's something you need to look into, because we're getting way too many holes situations lately, and not a lot of people look into those things.
Paradise said a dude said he received 16 calls from his parents' landline. So there are people alive in there. She's just praying that they get to
Mhm.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just asking a dumb question, looking for a smart answer. Who do you think received, or what do you think the most dangerous part of that fall could have been? The people who were at the top that fell, or the people at the bottom who have the better chances
The better chance of survival.
of survival, or just of survival, or Yeah, 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 yeah,
So the people at the top or the people at the bottom has a better chance of survival.
yeah.
Um, Paradise near the bottom. I would say the bottom two because you kind of have some mild protection, but then again, depending on um, how much structure came down, and if you're able to find certain cavities, holes to survive in, then the likelihood, the people in the bottom would say that, but um, it, it depends. It really does. I mean, it's it's a 40-story building, so who knows? It really
I got
does.
some good perspective though. The bottom says paradise. Tavio says some drop inspection ball. Wait a minute. PJ said top has the best chance. You don't want them to be buried alive. And hit the bell on how you spell buried. Krista says depends on the pressure point in the structure. And Tavio said he would say the top. And PJ also says shorter the deadline, more money is saved with these contracts. I see this shit every day at
Yeah.
my job. It's rush job. When you were saying like you would, well, I guess where your angst would be placed more in the older building that is let inspection slide than newer buildings that are rushed. I think my angst lies in both areas. Like, if to me, if you're rushing this stuff and you're whatever, you can't. If it takes an hour to build a cake, I mean to bake a cake, right? And you just
Mhm.
got this super something that lets you bake this cake in less than 30 minutes. To me, I think there's going to be some shortcomings. Just me. I think somewhere there's going to be a compromise. I don't care if you got more heat. There's going to be a compromise somewhere. And I feel the same way when it comes to those buildings. Like if it takes 16 months to build it shit in 16 months. Like there's a shortcut being taken somewhere that people have found that just don't hurt people when they take it. And I think a lot of those times you don't know that that shortcut is a fail until it is a fail, and then it's too late.
Mhm.
I'm all
I agree,
for
but the thing is,
evolution and uh
well, like I agree with that, but the thing is, there was where I live, there was like a huge controversy related to buildings being made in the county I was living in, and
mhm.
this person used to be a council member. This person, he became the head of the planning board and stuff like that, and he allowed certain things slip by because he was getting paid off from it. Because their main objective is to again get more money, get more people in, and especially getting these high end contractors to come in and build these buildings is like, oh, that's great and dandy. But again, if you allow certain things to slip by, full well there's some shady shit going on. So, like I agree the fact of some of the older buildings is one thing, and the newer buildings is another thing. Because it's like, hey, you're trying to get new clients in, you want to keep the buildings that you got there for whatever agreements to hold them. It's all about the money. But again, if you really got to look into your local government to get the get understanding of why certain things are getting passed way too quickly, and if certain things are not getting properly looked at, you got to question that. And that's why, again, people go to your council, sessions or watch them on, some hub network, so that way you get to know what the fuck is going on in your community. Niggers what it is.
uh, that is very true. Paradise says the bottom half of a building is usually built correctly. The higher they go, the more corners get cut. And Krista states that new construction makes me nervous. You know what I wanted to say to those people who were saying something, because PJ was saying if you finish a project earlier, that the top people get bonuses, right? Why don't you do what everybody does and finesse? Why don't you lie and say something that takes 17 months takes 20 months, and when you finish in 17 months, bonus, voila! Ta-da!
I mean, again, it depends on the contractors. Because, well, again, the developers, sadly enough, it's never the workers that get the bonus. It's always the contractors or the developers.
Yeah.
So I always have issues with that. Again, that's a whole nother story because I have a lot of issues with how bonuses get passed out and stuff like that, and why certain people are not getting jobs and all that stuff. But you have to go since it's 6:40 now. So
It is, but PJ, just quickly before I wrap up, bonuses. That's fine, but I think I would need the people who live in these developments to be safe because that bonus could be used to help you in your litigation suit if this shit fall down around me, bruh. This is Kiki. That's White Man. This is Real Talk Uncensored. I got to go. Tone, we catch Tone in 2 weeks. We catch you all in 2 weeks. Be in the studio July 12th, right? I'm gonna send. I'm gonna check. Please check my Facebook page or Real Talk Uncensored page or Real Radio page, whichever one. I'm gonna send out the flyer. So if you guys are in the Rockville area and you wanna, represent Real Talk Uncensored family and go get you a drink, you can. Thank y'all for coming today and having a chit chat with us and bullshitting with us. White Man, thank you today. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace. Bye.